Last time we spoke about internet addiction disorder. This time around, we'll be talking about something that relates to that. But it's quite interesting. The first time I heard the term popcorn brain, I was confused to say the least. But my inquisitive self, I went and dug the whole idea behind popcorn brain and I found it really interesting. Trust me, it has a lot to do with internet addiction disorder. So I suggest you just go back, click on this link and listen to internet addiction disorder. It will help you understand where I am going with today's episode of The Other Side. I am Annabelle Kemi and thanks for joining me on the show. Today's episode is unraveling the link between popcorn brain syndrome, mental health issues, and stress. This episode is a follow-up, like I said, to the previous episode on internet addiction disorder. Popcorn brain syndrome, what is that? This is a term that has become increasingly popular in describing our relationships with digital devices and technology. The term was born out of the concern that in this fast-paced and interconnected world we live in, we are constantly bombarded with information, stimuli, and demands that can overwhelm the human brain. The popcorn brain syndrome encapsulates the idea that our brains are constantly popping with thoughts, distractions, and stressors, which lead to an increased risk of mental health issues. The term popcorn brain syndrome is a metaphorical expression which describes the hyperactivity and constant firing of neurons in the brain. It was so tagged to indicate its similarity to the way popcorn kernels pop vigorously when heated. While it is not a medical diagnosis, the term has gained popularity in colloquial discussions about the challenges of modern life and its impact on mental well-being. The modern lifestyle, characterized by rapid technological advancements, social media, and a constant influx of information, has contributed to the emergence of popcorn brain syndrome. The incessant stream of thoughts and distractions that we experience often lead to heightened stress levels and mental fatigue. Now let's take a look at a few studies supporting popcorn brain syndrome. Several studies have explored the relationship between the demands of contemporary life and the prevalence of mental health issues, supporting the concept of popcorn brain syndrome. A study published in the Journal of Abnormal Psychology in 2019 by Twenge et al. Reported a significant increase in major depressive episodes and symptoms of serious psychological distress among young adults in the United States. The researchers attributed this rise to the influence of digital media use and constant connectivity, which can contribute to the development of popcorn brain syndrome. Furthermore, a 2017 study conducted by the World Health Organization revealed a global increase in the prevalence of anxiety and depressive disorders over the past decade. The findings suggest that the demands of modern life, including work-related stress, social pressures, and information overload, which we experience with TikTok and the likes, may contribute to the manifestation of mental health issues. Popcorn brain syndrome is intricately linked to the rise in mental health issues, particularly stress, anxiety, and depression, like I said earlier. The constant influx of information combined with pressure to stay connected and productive can overload the brain's cognitive resources. This overload often leads to cognitive fatigue, thus impairing decision-making, attention, and overall mental well-being. The syndrome manifests in various ways, such as difficulty concentrating, racing thoughts, your thoughts are always going from place to place, and a sense of being overwhelmed. Chronic exposure to these stressors may contribute to the development of more severe mental health conditions over time. Moreover, the constant need to multitask, because we are always on our phones and want to do other things, as well as manage various aspects of our life simultaneously, could lead to burnout, exacerbating the negative impact on mental health. Some effective strategies to mitigate the impact of popcorn brain syndrome and promote mental health well-being are: first, mindfulness and meditation. Encouraging mindfulness practices such as meditation, deep breathing exercises could help you manage stress and improve your ability to focus. These techniques promote present moment awareness, allowing you to step back from the constant chatter of your mind due to popcorn brain. Also, digital detox. Implementing regular breaks from digital devices and social media can be beneficial in reducing information overload. Establishing specific times during the day to disconnect from screens allows your brain to rest and recover. It prevents cognitive exhaustion. I went 1 month without social media, but such radical strategies are unnecessary. I suggest that making an intentional decision to take breaks throughout the day will be more beneficial. We will learn more about this in the previous episode of this podcast. Also, you need to prioritize your time management. Learning to prioritize your tasks and manage time effectively could alleviate the pressure associated with an overwhelming workload. Setting realistic goals and breaking them down into manageable steps can also make daily responsibilities more manageable for you. By so doing, you manage your time better and you are not engrossed with your phone and other activities. Also, you need to establish boundaries. I spoke about this on one of the episodes on this season. Setting clear boundaries between work and personal life is crucial in preventing burnout. Establishing designated work hours and creating a separation between professional and personal spaces can contribute to a healthier work-life balance for you. Another thing you can do is physical exercise. Regular physical activity has been shown to have positive effects on mental health. Exercise releases endorphins, which can improve your mood and reduce your stress. Incorporating physical activity into your routine can be a powerful tool in combating the negative effects of popcorn brain syndrome. Because while you're doing that, while you're swimming, for example, you let go of the phone and focus on it. Also, you need to seek professional support. For individuals experiencing persistent symptoms of anxiety or depression, seeking support from mental health professionals is essential. Therapy and counseling can provide valuable tools and coping strategies to manage the impacts of popcorn brain syndrome on your mental well-being. So, get yourself a life coach. It will really do you some good. On this episode, we have spoken about the era of information overload and constant connectivity as it links to the concept of popcorn brain syndrome, which has only recently become very popular. The term encapsulates the constant popping of our thoughts, distractions, and stressors that can lead to cognitive fatigue and an increased risk of mental health issues because we are addicted to technology and our devices. Supported studies linking the demands of modern life to rising rates of anxiety and depression, understanding and addressing popcorn brain syndrome is crucial for fostering a healthier society. So, as I suggested, adopt mindfulness practices, implement digital detoxes, prioritize your tasks, establish boundaries, incorporate physical exercise, and seek professional support. This way, you can mitigate the impact of popcorn brain syndrome. To cap this up, it is vital to state that recognizing the importance of mental health in the context of today's fast-paced world is the first step towards creating a more balanced and fulfilling life for yourself. So this is your cue to make a change in your daily habits and drop those devices to prevent popcorn brain syndrome.